Ladies and gentlemen, good day. Many of you often ask me to see more about the daily usability and comforts of this car. So in a recent Instagram poll, I've asked you whether you want to see some of the things that I love or that I hate about the Bentley Bentayga W12. Because you people seem to have a good heart, most of you wanted to see the things that I love about this car. So let's dive into the top 5 things that I love about the Bentley Bentayga. The first thing I want to mention is a small feature. Nevertheless, oftentimes it's exactly those that really make the difference. Once you open the rear trunk, you have access, of course, to a big cargo space. But if you lean in and unlock what's down here, you can drag what Bentley likes to call the event seat. Now, where's the seat? After you press on this button, it will gently be presented to you, and thanks to this leather strap, you can fold it out so that just like that, you can take a seat at the back of your 250,000 euros Bentley, where you can enjoy any sort of views, including the one over the port of Cap d'Ai, right here. The event seat, which by the way is finished in quilted leather, surely adds to the overall comfort of the Bentayga. Which leads me to the second thing that I really appreciate about this car, her huge comfort. Up ahead we have 2 seats that not only look gorgeous, but they definitely grant huge amounts of comfort, perfect for long trips. The 5 different massage modes, as well as the infinite amount of ways that you can set your seat, including some of my favorites, how much the side here hugs your back and how much your legs are hugged as well, can definitely have you sitting in here for hours without any problem. Overall, I really appreciate the triangulation of the pedals, the seat and the steering wheel, which of course you can adjust. That's not something necessarily unique, but overall I think the driving position is very comfortable. All the settings, all the controls on the dashboard as well as the screen are very easy to reach, so you'll definitely manage to drive in utter comfort. My third favorite element of this car is its presence, which I actually kind of link with its versatility. The car, of course, is a Bentley. She has a huge grille, she has this beautiful set of headlights, and wherever you go, you definitely make a statement. You can go to dinner with it, you can go to the golf club with it, you can really go anywhere. But at the same time, it is an SUV, and it is a comfortable car. She's tall, she can go off-road, so where is this car not a good choice? Another thing I do appreciate about this car is the amount of gadgets that you get with it. Despite she's 8 years old, you still get things like electric blinds, not that crazy, but something that I really love is this little screen in the center compartment, which you can actually extract and take in your hands, which will allow you to set the rear passengers climate control, as well as the entertainment, play around with the seats, and take a look at that. Remember how in the old Maybach 57s and 62s you could see the speed? You had some little analog counters here for the speed, the temperature, etc. You get the same right here. Here's the clock, but most importantly, of course, temperature, a bunch of other data, the speedometer. So I rarely sit at the back of this car, but the few occasions where I am at the back, I definitely like to put this on and be reminded of the engine at the front being used properly. When it comes to other gadgets, something interesting is that you have the control for both of the windows right here. You can control the right and left from the same seat, as you can see. Up ahead, the gadgets do continue, because over here I can turn on the night vision camera, which allows me to drive safely on a dark road at night, making sure I don't hit any deer. Poor Bambi. Then I can of course play with the hydraulic suspension. I can lower or raise the car on demand. We'll get back to that in a second, because the reason I can do this is to support the many driving modes I have here. The first 4 are for the street driving. I have Sport, Bentley mode and Comfort. Bentley being somewhere in between Comfort and Sport, as you want to drive a Bentley, not too fast, not too slow. Custom speaks for itself. And then we have a bunch of modes, which if it weren't for this menu right here, it would be a bit hard to identify. So the first off-road mode is called Snow and Grass. Then we have Dirt and Gravel, Mud and Trail, and finally Sand. Now, depending on the driving mode that you choose, you will see the car raise or lower heavily. For instance, I am now in what Bentley calls access mode. This mode puts the car so down low that you can't even drive it like this. Its purpose is purely to allow an easier access into the car, probably thought for elderly people. Nevertheless, pressing this button, I can scroll to all the different suspension modes, which go from access mode to normal to raised and finally off-road. Lastly, how could I not mention the extinct beast that's powering this car? The beautiful W12 gives you all the power and torque that you could wish for. 600 horsepower and 900 Newton meters of torque. By the way, when you open the hood, look how tall, how high up it goes. You really have to go on your tippy toes, and I'm not a short guy. Nevertheless, let me tell you, when you floor it with this car, especially on the highway, it really feels like you're on a jet taking off. Exactly what you want to move a 2.4 tons beast of a car like this. Really sad that they don't make it anymore. I don't really like the new V6 hybrid. Maybe the V8 can be a good replacement. Bonus round, one of the coolest headlight washers in the whole industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, these were 5 of the things I love about the Bentley Bentayga. In case you want to see more about this car, please make sure to check out my channel, where you will find an unprofessional review of this very car, and also make sure to subscribe, as soon I will release a new video where I will show you the 5 things I hate about this car. She's a great car, but just like every car, she's not perfect. Thank you for watching.